Hello, good evening, and welcome to the OCC Recap show. In this uncertain time, please just cast your mind back and imagine your first BB tabletop competition. You're signing on, it's an exciting time, you're meeting people for the first time, they seem friendly, you're getting your counters, your rule pack, and so on. And then, oh, what's that? A commotion at the back of the hall. Someone's staggering in. They look really hungover. Oh, they've just been sick in a bin. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce my co-host, Corn Knight.
Hello.
Say hello, Corn Knight.
Hello.
That's yeah.
Was that from Gareth by any chance?
No, well, no. That was your first TT tournament, wasn't it? I think.
But and second.
And second, well, and so probably third.
The first one, I wasn't sick before the tournament. I was still drunk. We finished
still drunk.
We finished drinking at like 4 a.m. and then was woken from slumber about an hour after we were supposed to start with the first game.
Naughty.
Yeah, and then the second one is when I was actually being sick in the grounds of the university before we went in.
So it's classy. That isn't it? It's really good.
But
were you completely sober at the World Cup?
Yes, mostly. No, actually, no, I wasn't. No, but I wasn't ill at any point because we were like an hour away by car.
Taking it seriously?
No, definitely not.
Oh.
I mean, maybe a little bit on the first day, but then we did really badly, and I just and I wasn't feeling it. So from that point on, we were drinking at like midday. If not
right, fair enough. No, that starts very much stolen from Atletico Mint, the Not Football podcast. Mm-hmm. That's how Bob Mortimer introduces his co-host with a little story.
Okay. So that was good and accurate.
Yeah, it was good. Anyway, how's your last week been?
Yeah, okay. Wait a second. I have no idea how well I did this week. I can't remember the game at all. Oh, although me and Gruff are, competing as to who is definitely actually going to be relegated from our division. So not very well, I guess.
Well, you won Bounty Hunter as well, didn't you, this week?
Oh yeah, I did win the Bounty Hunter lot. I actually won it in week 4.
Wow, that's really good.
But I didn't realise because I wasn't paying enough attention, and then week 6 or 7, I was like, I'll check on the Bounty Hunter. Oh, I killed 3 people in week 4. Oh, I've won it because of clever placing of numbers as well. It was like the first 4 removals were 1 line.
That's really good, isn't it? So, yeah. For people who don't have a Bounty Hunter competition running in their division, in which case, what you do and listen to this podcast. Twitch stream.
I mean, podcast.
No, we get other people watching it, don't we? I suppose. It's the Bounty Hunter competition. It's like a bingo with players. Would you say? So you got 16 numbers in a grid, and then you try and get a line or all of them or whatever. Is it kills, MNGs,
it needs to
injuries?
Be not. Yeah, so not badly hurt.
A perm, right?
Yeah, no MNG either. It has to be niggle, stat buff, or death.
So so that's not bad to get 4. Especially in a row. I mean, it's pretty random, but
3 in 1 game. And
fair enough, isn't it?
That was against who Gruff was playing this week as well. The Kislev, who throw lots of dice, lots and lots and lots of dice.
Not Wi-Fi, who's also in the chat. So hi, Wi-Fi.
He was sharing his Kislev love with Gruff after Gruff was ranting about losing. Well, no, he drew it. It was a draw, but it was a draw when he was 2-0 up on turn 13.
Oh, that's someone who's not protecting their ball carrier, isn't it?
He rolled a 1. He rolled a 1 on the pickup, and the Kislev have like 3 Agi 5 players.
Oh, yeah.
So,
there we go.
But basically.
Can you hear that in the background?
It sounds like you've opened several cans of beer. What you mainlining alcohol? Is that what's?
Well, I am doing that as well, but I'm also just finishing off my family's ironing.
Oh, okay. Actually, at the same time, multitasking.
If I'm distracted, I try not to burn myself.
Yeah.
a particularly difficult shirt.
Yeah.
Shirts are the bane of iron, as you may or may not know.
No, I use a dry cleaner.
My other Twitch stream all about ironing is got nearly 5 viewers weekly now on that, so that's quite good.
So doing better than we are at the moment.
We are, yeah, but it is like an ungodly o'clock, isn't it? So.
Yeah. Yeah. But you were talking, you might be able to do lunchtime next week or early in the day next week, right? So
yeah, we could do a
Oh, hello. Have I just lost? No, Ethelred's still there.
I popped. What I did, I opened the Discord again because I didn't realise I had it open, so it disconnected.
Okay, yeah, you did that thing where you. All right, Dimmy and Dimmy G.
Oh, you got Dimmy on.
Yeah, Dimmy redeemed the funny reward. 69, dude. Yeah. So I'm trying to be a bit quiet for people in the house.
Hey, Dimmy. As we'll see this week, my quest to meet Dimmy next season is still on the cards, I think.
You're being demoted to tier 6?
Possibly being demoted to tier 4. Yes.
Tier 4, sorry.
But, yeah, anyway, should we do the thing?
Yeah, go on then. So, which game first?
If we do it in prediction order.
Yep, getting there.
I'm first. Oh no, that's next week.
No, you're not. The first
so
is
it's MB Carmack versus the Super Vixens.
Rockstar. So Sabretooth Vag against Super Vixens. And you went... Oh no, both of us went for Super Vixens win. And Toby went for Sabretooth Vag. And I have a feeling, did the Vag actually win?
The Vag won, yeah.
Yeah, I remember... Did we talk about this already? Wow, says Dimmy.
I didn't think we
also,
did
Dimmy,
talk about it.
I've been playing CCL. And today I had the most irritating game against Skaven that made me want to stop playing on CCL again.
What happened?
Just one of those, they roll all the dice, run around, picking up the ball and being Skaven-ish without failing anything. Really irritating. And it meant it was my second loss with the team as well, out of like 6 or something. EAB was here. I think he's EAB is here because look. Wait a second. So, what is it? What's CCL do again? See, look, EAB is there. Maybe did I have accidentally set it to? Are you still there, by the way?
Me, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you're just going away to do your ironing every so often. There we go.
Oh, no, you're chatting, so I'm
chatting.
That
Skaven loss. I like 4-1-1. I'm okay with, but 4-1-2 is irritating. Anyway, sorry. 3A, right?
Why are you Chaos, man?
Because Dimmy wanted me to be Chaos. He suggested it. Remember I said I'll roll dice, and then you said play Chaos. I'm like, okay, I've not played Chaos for a while. So
and is this you doing PidPad with that one as well?
I haven't actually had an opportunity to fire anyone yet. I did say I was doing PidPad, but I don't know if it goes too well, I might do them properly.
You might do it properly.
I guess now that they've screwed up, I think PidPad challenge is the way, isn't it? Now I've lost 2 games.
Is 2 losses not comebackable from
it's
CCL?
Not when there's Mr. Light on 950 and Fanjo on 920. Although Mr. Light, I played him with my Chaos team and beat one of his previous teams. It was really irritating that he played really badly. I don't see how he must be. So so there we go. So maybe it only lets me. Maybe
950 is pretty good with Rookie Chaos. Don't you think?
Sorry, say again.
950 is pretty good with Rookie Chaos, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But he's sorry, wait a second. Mr. Light. Oh, he's only had 1 team. Or maybe I drew with that team, but I didn't think his playing is particularly good. Yeah. Alright. Anyway,
9 wins though.
no wait, what? 9 wins? Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I've had a lot of really easy games where people have been bad and they've just conceded and stuff.
CCL is the new COL, isn't it? Really, I think.
I think because it's all because everyone automatically goes there, you get a lot more. You know,
You get. I mean, the quality of COL is still bad. You know, the coach level there is generally poor.
I mean, CCL
yeah, I
is
think
okay. I'd say it is new
CCL
season, so.
See, I've never really played in CCL much, but my impression is that it starts off bad and then
Gets better as people get
it
weaned
gets
out.
better as people get weaned out. So, yeah, as Dimmy says, it says start of season is bad and then it gets better.
Yeah.
Because you get people who either just drop out or, no, they just drop out, I guess, don't they?
Yeah.
That's what they do. They don't stop playing in it.
Anyway.
Anyway,
yes.
should we back at the quiz?
Back at the actual thing. Yeah, hit concede limit and then get banned, basically. And yeah, 3 of my wins were people who weren't very good. Just, you know, conceding as well.
And did you smash them up, or did they just had enough?
A couple of them were just bad. Like, one of them had a orcs with a goblin and a troll, and his first move when he got the ball was to hand it off to the goblin and try and throw the goblin.
Right, what, like turn 2 or something?
Yeah, turn 2.
Yeah.
Throwing it into a crowd of chaos players and not actually being able to run very far afterwards. And then turn 8, like he tried to throw the goblin about 3 or 4 times, almost ate him with really hungry like 2 or 3 times, and got scored on. And I was worried because I was worried he was going to concede, so I scored quickly, and then he almost like scored back on turn 8 with a thrown teammate that actually worked, except he'd moved the goblin first, so he had to have the goblin would have had to have scattered into the end zone for it to be a touchdown. But
yeah, that's quite rare, isn't it?
Yeah. So it was like a 0.5% play for him to actually. Well, it was 0.5% play for him to get as far as he got, and it was another multiply that by another 0.5% to actually get the scatter he needed.
Okay. So last question on CCL. This to you as well, Dimmy. How many times have you been called a lucker noob so far?
Not at all. I mean, actually, that's not true.
Not at all.
A couple of them have been a bit whiny, but I don't think anyone's like no one's actually gone lucker noob or anything as obvious as that. Some of them are it's more people complain about their own dice and going, "Oh, I'm so unlucky." Like, you know, of course you're going to win this because I've been so unlucky. It's like, you've rolled 40 dice and I've rolled 2, and that's why you failed 6 of them. You moron. Sorry.
Dimmy said the same. Loads of wine.
I
love insulters though.
Yeah, no one insulting at all. Yeah, but people who actually insulting is very rare indeed, as Wi-Fi says.
See, I played a nice goblin coach in COL today. And I felt a bit bad because I was Wood Elves and I won 5-1, so I felt a bit bad there. And they were pretty. Well, they just forgot the order of things. So again, they did that thing with the goblin where they threw him, but then they'd moved before, and then I knew they weren't very good when they moved the goblin not towards Ripper but to a normal troll to throw. It's like, mate, come on, Ripper's much better to throw, but.
Yeah, you know when you're giving your opponent advice that
they're not that good.
By the way, if you're trying to hit me with your goblin, you should throw them a square side to the side of where you're aiming for, because you're more likely to hit the square next to where you're aiming for than the square you're aiming for.
And the orc coach that I played before that as Kislev, he told me to stop doing stupid plays, or he'd smash my team off the pitch. and I was like, does that ever work? Because that's not going to work with me, mate. I'm just going to keep going for red dice on your ball carrier. Because I got nothing else to do now. But in the end, he did get chatting, and he was all right. And I was like, won't foul you. I was like, well, look, mate, just foul. If you want to foul, you know.
Yeah, it's not. Do you know
what I mean?
It's not a gift to be.
It's not a threat.
Held.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Foul the pixels.
Foul the pixels. I'm not going to start crying, but yeah. Dimmy says he just says hi and doesn't read the chat afterwards.
I was actually watching Dimmy today and he said I try to avoid. When Dimmy said he was trying to avoid reading it, but you know,
it's fair enough.
He was actually reading it at that time.
Right.
Your choice of I actually. So when you said that, I was like, yeah, that's a good point, because it does tilt me sometimes. Like, the game doesn't tilt me, but people whining to me really does tilt me. But I've just realised now that when Dimmy said I don't check chat, he was repeatedly checking chat.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like winding people up, I think, but I never start it off. But if they start on me, then
that's what all the bullies
I'll
say.
get really passive aggressive. And I was for a time when I had quite a bad run with my OCC teams. When at the end people said, "Oh, good game, well played," I was like, "Well, not really. Bye." Yeah. Just put that. I don't tend to do that.
Yeah, I did have one person who I said
more
I said GG to them today, and they were like, "No, it wasn't. It was a shit game." Like, oh, okay.
I'm like, yeah, okay.
You played badly. That's why it was shit.
Yeah, yeah. But I never insult the other player. I'm more cross at yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. So those two losses with Chaos were both horrific dicings of the first magnitude. And I'd like to, and if I played someone who I thought was good, I would, totally say they outplayed me. That was amazing. I think I'm not bad at noticing that as well. But yeah, it was just really irritating.
Yeah, when you fail pickups like 2 or 3 times in a row.
The first one actually wasn't that bad. The first one I might have been someone good, but the Skaven today were like, oh, I don't want to play. I don't want to play this anymore. I care about my record, and these kind of games make me unhappy. Does that make sense? I mean, maybe sense is the wrong word.
It's like the opposite of a dicing, that your dice are average and their dice are hot.
Yes, that was exactly it. Yeah,
it's not fun. And yeah, Dimmy, I mean, it is true to say sometimes that it's rare that 2 people do enjoy the same game of Blood Bowl. I mean, there's a couple of games I've had this season where they've just been really good games though, and it's been quite close. And like, I know it's a game of chance, but it feels like player skill has won the game. For either me or the opponent, and they're really good games. But yeah, when their dice are running hot or whatever, and you don't feel like there's much you can do, or sometimes if your dice are running hot and their dice aren't, and they just keep making or compounding mistakes, that's not a great game, because it's not. Yeah. You don't engage with it as much. You just do what you need to do, and then you win.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Or
lose, I do like winning.
On how it goes.
I do like winning a lot. And I do think like you get a better class of opponent in leagues. You get a better, Absolutely. As in you're more likely to get a good opponent in a league game than you are in CCL. Like once you get to a midpoint in a league, or let alone even a high point, your opponents get noticeably better and better. Whereas I feel like you can spend a long time playing in CCL against lots of not very good coaches.
That's our CCL chat for today. Yeah, let's carry on.
Yeah, so MB Carmack against...
You want to go to bed, don't you?
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm waking up now. I think the talking's helping. I was having a bit of a slump this afternoon. I went for a cycle ride this morning. I may have pushed a bit too hard, so I think it's exercise tiredness.
What did you do? A quick century before breakfast?
It wasn't quite that far, but it was fast and it was windy.
Okay. I'll have to get you on Strava.
I haven't Strava for a while either, but yeah, I probably should Strava again. And it was with a fixed wheel bike as well, so no gears. No gears and nonsense.
Gear nonsense.
Yeah. Mostly because most of my gears are buggered because it's too hard to keep them working. Anyway, bike talk.
Moving into a cycling conversation.
Yeah.
What's this cast? What's this?
I'm happy to make it about bikes. I'm kind of more into bikes than I am into Blood Bowl.
I could talk about bikes for quite a long time as well.
Which, considering the number of hours I've played, is
today, which which is quite good.
Mhm.
Right, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So, MB
MB
Carmack
Carmack.
won.
Yep.
Be close, 45 versus 38 blocks, but Sabretooth Badge broke armor 16 times with 4 casualties and 3 KOs. But the Vixens also broke armor 6 times, casualties and 3 KOs as well. So there's quite a few removals on this pitch, which is quite surprising because the Super Vixens don't have any Mighty Blow whatsoever.
I'm confused how. So the Vixens must have taken.
And they've got 12 players.
They must have taken Appos as their inducements. Oh wait, what? Wait, Sabretooth Vag spent petty cash. Wait, was that
TK.
right? They're the overdog. Yeah. Oh no! Wait. 3. 21. Oh no. Ooh. I'm confused.
30k on something. So, I mean, the cheapest thing you can buy is a Babe, isn't it, for 50?
Okay, yeah. So, but why it says this number is what's confusing me. The Super Vixens having 1900 inducements. They didn't have 1900 inducements. They had 210 of loners. Yeah. So instead of inducements, they were actually 20 above Sabretooth Vag, and the Sabretooth Vag bought a Babe with an extra 30k. That's what happened. It's this bit here that was like freaking me out. Vag. You like that, Jimmy? Vag. Anyway, I assume that's I mean, look, that's their icon. He's got a anyway, yeah. And he's from gaming, like online gaming. So he's probably the kind of person that's hilarious. That's totally unfair.
It is hilarious, isn't it?
It is. Almost as hilarious as having a lineman level up his second level and die in the same game. So no level to check on poor one-eyed Jack.
Star. Yeah. But a level for Clueless Tina.
Yeah.
Who's now got, I imagine, piling on.
I should have checked.
Or Claw, actually, I think.
He's got another one above who's the same skills and has gone piling on. So I think he's going for piling on before Claw. He's got one Claw killer. Is that a possible thing? I think he's gone piling on as well. Not sure if I have the same thought process as him. No, he has gone Claw. Okay, cool.
Claw, yeah. I was going to say, you need Claw and at least one in your beasts, don't you?
Yeah.
All of them,
generally.
But certainly one.
Sometimes you see people who get... Yeah, one of them died a week or two ago, Dimmy. Yeah, maybe even more. Can't remember. One of them was pretty beaten up before he died as well, wasn't he? He was like... Was he niggled and movement bust or something? I can't remember. But he was on his way out.
Got 40k in winnings. Plus, right, the goal before 60. Has he got enough cash to replace that armor busted one? That's what I'm driving at.
What armor busted one?
Number 10.
Well,
Dumb Toto.
There is no armor busted one on the list. So yes, he has gone. And yes, he has been replaced instantly.
But yeah, as Dimmy says though, 3 warriors. Yeah, because that's what it died, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, he lost the warrior game.
We talked about that before, didn't we? Yeah, you just.
You're breaking up a little bit. Am I breaking up as well?
No, you're clear as a bell.
Okay, cool. Okay. Anyway, anything else to say?
Figure of signing.
Figure of signing.
We'll look at the table a bit later.
Wait,
but,
why are you ironing? Is it for conference calls?
Oh, it's for my lovely children.
They're not going to school. They just get. Oh, we've talked about this before, haven't we? Okay, yeah, no worry. All right, fine. Next game.
Who scored points?
Oh,
for that one?
Oh yes, Toby did, of all people.
Apart from Toby.
Just Toby. Toby is the only person who scored points.
It's next.
Yeah, children are not lovely. It says
Sometimes.
Dimmy.
Sometimes, but especially when they're asleep, Dimmy, that's a particularly good time.
Yeah.
Mintz versus El Medito, who, let's not forget, only won his first game last week.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and this is. I remember this result as well. Seem to have a.
You remember this? Do you remember my league better than your own?
Yeah, that's because we talked about this game as well, didn't we?
Yeah. So El Medito won again.
Yeah. Badger,
and I think
not doing so well.
Badger's already been insulted by quite a few people on your Discord. So.
Oh, really? Why? What? Badger's been insulted on Discord.
I'm sure someone sent him a message. Hey, what happened? And apparently, didn't he forget a wizard? I can't remember. Was that could have been something else?
Oh, that does sound
a wizard, or
plausible.
Did he forget it was one turn left or something? I can't remember. Anyway, fairly standard amount of blocks.
Oh, apparently he forgot it was turn 15 and not 16 and scored early. It was Dimmy who saw it. Yeah, Dimmy who insulted him as well, allowing the one turn when he should have waited for a turn. Yeah, scoring on the wrong turn. Dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Dear. So, but the Mints aren't looking too bad though. I mean, there's a couple of players with red on there, but nothing awful. The nut job is a bit AV6, but it's still got guard and block, so it's not end of the world. So they're not blodge, are they?
Atletico Mints had a chainsaw as well. Who only
how did they get? No. El Medito had a chainsaw.
El Medito had a chainsaw. Why does it show it on the Mints side? Is that from fouling? Does it go on the wrong side when it's a foul?
Yeah.
Ah, that's weird. Is that why?
Or hits in by the look of it.
Hmm.
I think maybe he blocked him and then he hit the chainsaw, hit himself or something. I don't know.
No, because you don't roll for that. You never when do you ever roll for a chainsaw in your opponent's? You don't roll. So that is the roll for success or failure of doing a chainsaw action, right? And you don't do chainsaw actions in your opponent's turn.
Unless it recorded him blocking the chainsaw and then the chainsaw making armor against his own player, if you know what I mean.
But it's not an armor break. It's a chainsaw success, which is the D6 roll to activate the chainsaw before you block or foul.
But what I'm saying is, perhaps the game recorded it though as a chainsaw hit against his own player because it broke armor +3 and was successful.
Okay, fine, whatever. I might actually download the replay file and just to see what happened.
That's what I think would have happened. But...
Wow. Well, yes. So Helmet Wolf and
they're all right.
Yeah, they're all right. Another new niggle for the Norse, who recently removed a niggled lineman.
So now the rookie berserkers with 4 SPPs niggled.
Yeah.
Don't think he's got any cash, has he?
Well, I'd still fire them.
I think he ended that with.
I'd fire half this team, basically. You know.
This team.
I'd keep the movement down because movement down and jump up's kind of not too bad, but yeah, the runner on his own is worth keeping this team going. But you don't need these niggled players; they're bad, and you don't want a 0 SPP Ulf owner with Agi Bust stealing SPP. Just fire him and get a new one.
He's got 1 level. Mints, nothing on the Mints, by the way. If you 1 level on the number 15, that niggled lineman.
Yeah.
So what did he go for? He's got block already.
Hopefully he fired him.
We've got tackle, but he should have fired him because AV7 and niggle is crap.
He's only got 1 dirty player, so maybe another dirty player.
Yeah,
He's got
or
loads of tackle. He's got loads of tackle.
I like tackle.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, what, 4? 4 seems a little bit excessive. He's gone for
Like
5.
elves.
It's the 5th tackle. No, is it? Oh no. He's got 4 now. Yeah. Fine. And he's got enough money to buy a new Awful Earner. Fire that Awful Earner. That is too much tackle though. Anyway, did anyone actually think that that he'd win that game? I don't think anyone did. Nope. 0 votes for md8.
Toby was closest. He said to draw, but
We've already
Just
discussed that
nothing.
Toby
Oh.
just chooses things at random, right? That's that he just looks at the names or
Yeah.
something.
we just won the next game as well because the next one is my good self. It's this is the Nurgle.
And how did you do? Where are you? No. Oh, there we are. Oh, it's a draw.
So that was all right.
Yeah.
With my 4 loners.
5 loners.
Well, four loners and a journeyman witch elf.
Yeah.
With wrestle. Sort of go-to pick at the moment.
No, he plays Dark Elves. He played against
wizard.
Nurgle.
I don't play Nurgle, Dimmy. Come on. Although maybe looking at my team, maybe I should.
Yeah.
Because that might help.
A bit of regen would probably do you the world of good. More than two injuries a game is the point at which you should consider playing a regen team.
So yeah, I got pretty badly battered, but yeah, nothing too bad. I think I received first as well.
You did the quick score. You did the get the ball, hold on to the ball as long as you could, score in your drive, and then he scored in his drive.
Well, he didn't score in his drive. I stopped the score in his drive, and then yeah, he second half. And although the Wizards, I told you this, I'm sure in the chat, the Wizard popped the ball. I picked it up with the AG5, but he wasn't really safe, but he was in contact. So I did think.
How can you tell, Jimmy? Do you know?
It was a GFI. It's a GFI to pick the ball up in a tackle zone, which he passed, and then another GFI to get 1 square free, and he failed that one with a reroll, of course. It's my AG5 player
who did get MVP as well. So
get
all
MVP,
the SPP, all 8 SPP from this game landing on 1 player.
And at the very end, I've got a blitzer on 30, and he scored like his turn 16, so I had 1 turn left. I didn't have enough players to go for the 1 turn, so I picked it up with the 30 SPP player, brought him forward to foul. Did what I thought was a pass, but it was actually a handoff.
Oh yeah, handoff plays, handoff throws, excellent.
Yeah, so I was like, oh fuck, and then the foul was just a KO as well. So that didn't even work.
How many players are you going to have for the next game?
1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
So the same. No, that's less than before. Have you fired someone?
Oh, 7.
There we go. That's better. So the same number of players. You can't afford to buy a new one or anything. You're saving up for a blitzer. No, for a witch elf.
No, witch elf really. I've got 60k.
Mm-hmm.
In the bank. Well, 70k now. So no, I could get another lineman, but I don't really need.
Yeah.
I'll probably save it for a witch first. Go on. Sorry.
No worries. Yeah, I thought you might be saving for a witch. Okay, so Ligorod, the Pestigor, leveled up. Blodge, Agi busted Pestigor. I guess guard. Any advances on guard?
Anything else makes sense there. Agi busted, so tackle. So tackle could be useful.
I think he's more of a stand still and get punched with the Blodge and Agi bust. So he's going to get guard and stand firm. He's got Mighty Blow. Because, you know, more Mighty Blow is always good.
That's his only mighty blow as well.
No, it's not.
I mean, again, apart from the beast.
And no, and the strength 4 Pestigore with claw.
Yeah, that's his only mighty blow apart from the two obvious examples that you just pointed out.
Yeah.
I mean, what was good about that game is that I kind of baited, kind of didn't bait his beast. So I put my AG5, the armor 7 one, in like a scoring position or up the field, and the beast just went and hugged him. So, but that was the kind of the plan. So he was never the A plan, if you know what I mean. So that kind of worked a bit. So that meant the beast was quite a lot off on one side quite a lot of the time. So that was quite good. But my best game against Bash. My best games against Bash is when I really pulled them all apart and I've got players all over the pitch. But that couldn't really happen this game because I
didn't have any players to start with.
Well, I didn't really have enough to give a good spread. I didn't really get any. I think I only broke armor about 4 times. I think not very many. 4 times, 27 blocks, 4 armor breaks. Annoying against armor 8, but c'est la vie.
But you did block like half as many times as the claw.
Yeah, I mean 27. That's what I said. 27, 4, 44, 14. So complaint. I'm not saying I didn't block enough to get those hits, but it was a bit irritating not to get a few more when they're the same armor as me. And
were you fouling with 11 players?
I fouled a bit.
There were 3 expulsions.
I did foul.
Yeah.
Because he was fouling me as well.
Yeah.
And then his
he started it, miss. He
started it, miss. His strength 4 pest was on the floor. So it's like with claw and mighty blow and strength 4, of course, what you're going to do to that if it's sent off a load into your half of the pitch to cause mischief.
Yeah, if you pass on, you got it as well. You got to try and teach that piling on a lesson.
Yeah, I think he got KO'd actually, so that was quite pleasing. But
so it was actually good fouling.
All my fouls are good.
Oh, of course. I forgot.
A draw. Well, it's good because it's a game I didn't expect to win.
Yeah, literally 0 tackle. But
I didn't have any permanents, so that was really good.
Yep. Didn't get worse.
The witch got badly hurt quite early on, which is a bit of a waste, but extra player. So
are you pretty much
spend
firing the team then? No.
I think I might keep them, to be honest. I mean, it's still got movement 8 AG5
and movement 7 AG5, which is still guard step, in fact.
Step. So
if only they both had a leap, they'd be really good. Instead of one of them having fend for no reason at all.
Fend saved his life a few times.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Oh wait. So who actually?
Yeah. So just Toby.
Toby again. So that's two for Toby this week.
Well, this week.
So far. Okay.
Next.
What's next? Next.
2P versus Aguelo.
Okay. Built for speed against Everlasting Rest. Okay, so I went for a draw, and you went for Everlasting Rest, right?
Yes.
So what was
the
result?
I was wrong.
You were wrong.
2-1 to the High Elves.
Oh, we were both wrong.
So again, fairly even in the block. Well, not fairly even, as you'd expect with a block. So 26 and versus 43.
Yep.
7 armor breaks this time though against 19. Their blocks.
No claw involved this time, so
no claw.
Bit more linear. The
It does have quite a lot of mighty blow, doesn't he? So most importantly though, a Tomb Guardian.
Whoa.
And finally met his maker.
Wait, what? So the Tomb Guardian was niggled, death, strength bust.
The Tomb Guardian was niggled already.
Okay.
And because of decay, got a dead and a strength bust.
Okay, yes, got it. All right, so the Niggle was from before, and then those three icons are the okay, yeah, all injuries, and those three are the game injuries. Got it.
Which is sad, but with the niggle, these kind of cards were marked, weren't they? Really.
I mean, that Dimmy said it's going to take a lucky season for you to repair your team, but he's going back down to
yeah.
to fourth division, so he should get some growth.
Should be all right.
Yeah, that's a actually. Well, I mean, everything's normal on that Tomb Guardian.
It's nothing. It's not amazing. It's sad because they do take quite a long time to skill up. I think the only thing irritating about him dying is he was the break tackle one. Which is also always a kind of a nice surprise, isn't it, to have in your back pocket? That they are break tackle, but everything else is pretty standard, isn't it? Really.
74 SVP of loss.
Yeah, but good in a way because you more or less you're not giving away a wizard, but more off. Certainly contribute.
Yeah, it's no, that is a wizard. That's more than a wizard. That one player. I guess he'll be replaced straight away, so it's just 80 TV of blood.
I don't know. Everlasting Rest had 50k and earned 30 because they rolled a 4 on the winnings. So he would have had enough to replace him actually. Guardian.
I think it might be 80. It might be 90.
80?
Might be 90. Might be 100.
I've had enough. Well, we'll see in a minute, I guess.
Yeah.
No levels, but a 2 levels for built for speed. So a blitzer, a blodged up blitzer.
Sidestep.
High elf.
Yeah, sidestep.
Isn't it? And he's a blitzer, bizarrely. The other one must have been MNG, I'm guessing. Yeah, probably sidestep on that one unless it's a double. And then a rookie lineman. So he's gone dodge. Yeah, with everyone else. So I imagine he's gone dodge with him.
That's a weird noise coming from behind you.
The washing machine.
Ah, okay. Jimmy thinks there might be 100k. I think they might be 100k as well. Now I'm thinking about it. He went for tackle on the blodge blitzer, and another dodge lineman.
Another dodge.
Enough money to buy a spare. I'd get a 12th player if I was 2p, but
another blitzer. Were they MNG or it just doesn't? Yeah.
Yeah, they were. I think they were Agi bust. In fact.
Spade Phil.
Yeah. He's lost his bits.
He has, but you still keep him, wouldn't you? But no Apo.
Or is that a racial thing? I don't know. Anyway, Spade Phil. I don't know. Anyway, so and then Kemri Aguero.
Great Aguero. Just see if we replace that.
He's not replaced it. No, they are 100k. You are correct, Dimmy.
Yeah.
And so he's 20 short. There's nothing worse than actually, so because he's got plus Agi on 2 players, it's not actually as bad as because normally Kemri without strength, like what is the point?
What's the point exactly?
What is the point? But but this team have an Agi 3 thrower and a movement.
Really, this with the AG3, especially with 2 AG3 players. I mean, that's this team really. So they should go a bit further than so far because they've got all the right components.
Yeah, they've been a bit confused for a little while, haven't they? Because the other thrower had Mighty Blow because he wanted to turn him because he got double, and the Blitzra has become a ball carrier, so he wanted to turn the other thrower into a Blitzra. It's like I think you should just fire the other thrower. You don't need a second thrower.
Yeah, because we did. If you remember, we did a watch on him, didn't we? To see did he do anything with that Mighty Blow?
No, he did nothing ever. There was
and he did nothing with it, did he?
Yeah.
So it wasn't even.
And I think he had a good killer as well who died before this. So this is like
I think he did, didn't he? That the one he's got there is a replacement, isn't it? I think.
Yeah. Dimmy laughs at the words "everlasting rest," but basically, and all in Rebel there's a couple of Kemri teams. Any Kemri team that names itself something about never dying just dies repeatedly, because
Yeah.
that's the curse. Yeah, don't call yourself everlasting or the defeatables or
The,
the undying or anything like that, because you will die in droves.
the Invincibles.
Yeah,
Stuff
exactly.
like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So betting wise,
Mhm.
we had loads of people not betting on Aguero. So just one. Oh,
I thought no, there were two,
yes.
weren't there? It was Gruff and
From Toby, yeah.
Toby.
You
So
went for a
not you or
draw. I
me.
went for
Yep.
rest. So not me and you. And then the final game of this match day 8 was Medieval versus Knockop.
And was this one? Oh, did we? So Medieval won, and I bet you we both went for Knock-Up in this one, didn't we?
Mm.
No, I went for Knock-Up.
Not me. You went for Knockop. I went for Medieval.
You went for Medieval. Damn it! Damn you! Go on and tell us about the game.
My eyes. So 2-0 it was. A fairly even block, so 49 versus 34. 14 and 11 armor breaks respectively, so quite Kaz happy. 3 Kaz on one side, three Kaz caused by the chaos, and then 2 Kaz caused by the necromantic team. You got a MNG warrior for the final game, and the necro team have got a strength busted ghoul, which was the good ghoul. It's the one with again bizarrely mighty blow, block, tackle, plus AG and sidestep. So again, really keep him, can you? Strength 2, but a big skill stat there.
I mean, I've always thought he had 2 mighty blow ghouls until recently, didn't he? As well as all the other mighty blow.
Yeah, and they both died fairly recently.
Yeah, I think you can't keep a strength 2. Well, the Agi launch attack, like mighty blow is rubbish when you're strength 2, right? Yes. Being strength 2 is bad. This could be an okay ball carrier. Like
if he just had the AG, then yeah, I'd agree with you. But he's not. He's level 6, so too much. He's got too many bloat skills on him to keep his strength.
He's still Agi 4, even at level 6. He's still the best ball carrier this team have, right? Like he's worth keeping for ball carrying duties until the next one gets sure hands and blodge, I'd say. Yeah. Because even if you have to use a reroll, he's the best chance you have of picking up the ball.
He's sitting out a game, so you'd hope he was
not required after that game. The other one's on 5. Level him up. I don't know. That's so this team was 4 mighty blow. It was 5 mighty blow until that ghoul died. And then next game, there's going to be only 2 mighty blow. How's he going to cope?
To find a way, I think.
And Medieval's missing a player as well. And I've already updated the score. So anything else to say about this, actually, before I...
No, not really.
No?
Yeah, standard, really, 2-0. So probably a bit of ball stealing.
Yeah, maybe the removals came early for
inducements. So was there a failed wizard or?
Oh, good point. No.
I just heard from our mutual friend Wismaril. He's had a rough OCC season, so he's conceded his last game in the OCC. And then he's just sent a message saying he's uninstalled VB2. So
wait, does that mean he can't? He's not allowed to. He's still in Sunty, isn't? Oh no, wait. Does that mean? Oh, we haven't started Sunty yet, have we?
We haven't started Sunty yet, so you're all right.
No.
We can talk about it a bit later. But yeah.
No, no wizard. By the way.
Oh, okay. I wonder what he got for these 220 then. Vibes, maybe. You sit it on. Well, you get an eagle potentially. Can you use an eagle on a ghoul?
No. No, only regen players.
Nothing.
It's a regen reroll, so ghouls have nothing at all that Necro can do. Would have,
I thought it was just undead who had that, but
maybe they did get a bribe, but they didn't get caught at any point, or they the game went away from them before they could make many fouls, that kind of thing. Maybe they got babes and then no one got KO'd.
Right, cool. So betting wise, yeah, I think it was just me.
Yeah, well, it's you and Gruff actually who both thought that Medieval would win, and I've already added the points in. So, boom.
Right.
Yeah.
So, can you get the table up then? We'll have a quick look at that.
Yeah, can do. So, with one game left. And no one's played their 9th game yet, right?
Any of the top 5 could take the league.
Any of the top 5.
Although 5th place, Medieval, who won his last game, is yeah, it'd be
unlikely.
He needs to win by 5. It'd be unlikely because he'd need to win everyone else to lose and him to win by 5 touchdowns. Mathematical chance.
I like the fact that Dimmy is using that funny reward every chance he gets.
Good. No, it's just that we're hilarious, isn't it?
Oh, by the way, talking of things like that, look, I've got emotes. Boom. I'm gonna do one of your face at some point as well. Anyway.
So back at the quiz. So Super Vixens, I'm playing in the final game, so they probably will win the league because they're the leading horse at the moment. Hex drew with me, so he's not going to win.
Wait, are you saying that this division rolls entirely around you?
Of course, yeah. Don't all divisions?
Yeah.
Even the ones I don't play in.
Yeah, no, you're right. That does make a lot of sense. Dimmy says, air raid into the bunkers because of your washing machine, I think.
Right, yeah, sorry. It's a spin cycle. I suppose you're picking it up, to be honest, because the mic's pointing away from it, but never mind.
Yeah, it's it's not, I think it's just...
Is it really loud?
No, it's not. I don't think it's really loud, but maybe it's loud for Dimmy.
New feature, isn't there, on Discord that I can filter it, but I can't be off with it now.
It's not. Okay, anyway. It's hilarious.
Right.
Yeah.
It all adds to it, I think, doesn't it? It's going down now. So who's your tip to win, do you think?
Of those top 4, well,
realistically, it's the top 3 who are going to be.
So we've got to look at who's playing who, right? So Super Vixen's playing. So Super Vixens are probably going to win because you're not going to be. You're going to get beaten by them, and then they're going to.
I'm unlikely to win. Yeah.
They're quite low TV, aren't they? As well.
Between 30, they are.
This is the battle of the two. So should we actually go into
predictions? Yeah.
The actual coming week. So.
Oh yeah. So the first one is me. And Toby's already voted against me, for which I will remember.
Will you?
So
will you?
fine.
I bet you won't even remember until next week.
Probably not.
Probably not.
I just bet myself just for form's sake.
Obviously, because you have to. 7 elves against 8 elves. The battle of the wrecked teams. The Dark Elf off to end all Dark Elf offs.
I mean, he hasn't got any AG5 from memory.
No, he does actually, and that's a lie. He's got an Agi. He's got a Strength 4 Agi5 wrestler lineman. So
lineman though, so that's rubbish.
Yeah, obviously. In no way is that a pretty awesome lineman.
Got 2 blitzers though. I've got 4.
He does have a witch elf instead as well, though.
That's true. With strip ball,
I
don't have any sure hands.
He's got 3 blitzers. The blitzers are just spread out.
So one at the bottom.
Oddly, yeah. Well, obviously, you've gone for you, and I will go for Rockstar, as is tradition. Along with Toby. No, Toby. Oh, yes. Yes, that's right. Okay,
Toby.
Cool. Um,
Next one is
real.
El Medito versus Aguelo.
Mm-hmm.
Then, so he's come into a bit of run of late form. The
Yeah.
Norse team.
And Aguelo is missing a Tomb Guardian
Tomb
at the
Guardian.
same time. So 12-player Khemri
Old
against
Norse.
how many Norsemen? 4. So 12-player Norse as well. It's it's going to be Khemri, right? I'm voting for Aguelo despite being wrong in the last 2 weeks of El Medito voting against El Medito.
Oh, how many guard does El Medito have?
Bugger all. Square root of -1.
So I'm going to vote for El Medito then, just to keep it
Ooh.
spicy.
See, I got in there quick before you had a chance.
But you voted for El Medito.
Did I? Did I click on the wrong button? I told you I'm tired, right? Yes, I did click on the wrong one. Sorry. There we go. And Toby's gone for a draw.
Good. Okay. And then the next one is the other Chaos team.
Sabertooth Vag.
Wait for it, Dimmy Vag.
Vag.
Versus Compagnia di Ventura, which is Knockup's Necro team.
Yeah, they were doing really well at the beginning of the season.
Yeah. They were doing all right. But now MB Comac's third, and Knockup's solidly last.
Okay, so they went
2-5 he's on. So